I call Melissa Lee.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you for the opportunity to rise and take a call on this piece of important legislation for the government's agenda to promote innovation and business. From the way the previous speaker was actually speaking, I was for a moment considering that he might be opposing the bill, but I'm glad that he is actually supporting the bill. And just a reminder that he actually spoke about NovoPay. And I just want to remind that member that it was actually one of his colleagues who actually advised the previous government to actually take that on. Sir, it is important to remember that a key goal of government is to cut red tape where possible, and a key measure to do so is creating efficiencies in transactions between business, sole traders, and others engaged in business with the government as well. As stated in the report of the Commerce Select Committee, sir, we noted that the bill's efficacy will depend on government agencies' a widespread adoption of New Zealand business number. Without this, the bill's outcome would be in danger of becoming another overhead for business and government that could increase businesses' overhead rather than minimising them. And I know that our members opposite have also actually mentioned this. So in New Zealand at the moment, many businesses, trading companies, sole traders, and active societies are hampered by the problems that dealing with multiple government agencies without cross-sharing of data. And it can indicate, their business can actually be hampered by the bureaucracy when dealing with trading partners internationally as well. So this bill addresses these problems most succinctly by giving each New Zealand businesses a one-size-fits-all globally recognized data number with the global location number, the GLN, a number which allows businesses to step up their engagement with the state and business partners without compromising cost or their own opportunity to get wider advice. Implementation of the New Zealand business number is the result of the government's legislation agenda to promote better business and is a key component of the Better Public Services program as part of Result 9, delivering better public services to business customers. This program is aimed at reducing the costs to businesses of dealing with government by 25%, sir, 25% by 2017. So far, more than 1 million New Zealand businesses and counting have been allocated a business number. Through government and business working with the new GLN model, there'll be a number of positive benefits for business around New Zealand, sir. Many businesses, traders and suppliers want to take advantage of the initiative that will give them much better relationship with the New Zealand government agencies and decrease their cost by the end of 2017, sir. And I know that member opposite sort of was slightly concerned that initially there might be an increase in cost, and sometimes, often when new things actually take place, there are some increase in costs, including, when I guess, when there was a new leader in the opposite benches, they had to change their stationaries, and these things actually do in fact cost a little bit of money. And this bill is one of many actions that our government has been taking over the last several years. This bill is actually a way of helping all New Zealanders get smart about business and helping businesses get more services from government. And it's not about red tape, it's about reducing red tape, sir. Through the adoption of the New Zealand business number, companies and traders will have far fewer repeat occurrences in government administration that arise in the high level of red tape that our government is currently trying to unwind and reduce. National believes in improvement to public service, and we believe in innovation and better business. The New Zealand business number is simply a promotion of those key principles, sir. This is a great bill, and I've actually enjoyed the process the Select Committee has run, and I believe that we actually had good advice, and we've actually had thorough thorough debate. And there was some disagreement, but as the member opposite said, we believe in the principle, and I'm glad that the opposition is actually in agreement that this is actually a bill that we should all commend. So I agree with them, and I commend the bill to the House.
I call Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have it on good authority from my colleague David Clark, who was obviously a